President Trump continues to tout progress on an Iran peace deal, which potentially includes a controversial 60-day waiver on Tehran's oil exports. The development comes amid public contradictions on both sides throughout the effort to get a deal done. Natalie Brand tonight with the latest from the White House.
Iran is disputing what the White House has described as progress in the negotiations so far, especially in allowing nuclear inspectors back into the country. President Trump today said Iran's statements are wrong and that inspectors will be on the ground at the appropriate time.
President Trump visited a Mack truck facility in the battleground state of Pennsylvania Tuesday, arguing that energy prices are dropping with traffic picking up in the Strait of Hormuz.
Oil is going to come charging down, and with oil comes everything else.
But Iran's chief negotiator insisted Tuesday that Iran will maintain control of the key waterway and that it will, quote, never return to its pre-war conditions.
Yesterday, 19 million barrels of oil flowed out of the Strait of Hormuz, a very beautiful place.
And while President Trump says any Iranian assets unfrozen as part of the deal must be used to buy American agriculture and medical supplies, Tehran contends it will control the funds.
Iran is the only country who decides what to do with those assets.
Iran is also disputing President Trump's statement that Tehran has fully and completely agreed to the highest level of nuclear inspections.
It's a work in progress.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio downplayed the conflicting statements after landing in the United Arab Emirates to meet with Gulf allies.
We know what they agreed to do, and now they'll either do it or they won't. And if they do, the process moves forward, and if they don't, the president will have some decisions to make.
Some lawmakers within the president's own party question whether Iran is just stringing the administration along.
This is not likely to end the way the president wants it to. So giving them a lot before they actually demonstrate they're negotiating in good faith is concerning to me.
The conflict between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah is another hurdle, with the new Israeli strike in Lebanon on Tuesday and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying troops will remain in the southern region. Iran is demanding Israel's full withdrawal from Lebanon as a condition to end the war.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Vice President JD Vance had a phone call today with Lebanon, and Lebanon says that the plans for a new way to better monitor the ceasefire are under review based on what was discussed and agreed to in Switzerland. The State Department here in Washington is also hosting another round of talks between Israeli and Lebanese officials. At the White House, Natalie Brand, CBS News.